Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Here for the Ears podcast. My name's Kristian.
I'm Marc.
And welcome to another episode of All Things Disney.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
A lot, sick holidays and COVID and...
We had, I don't know, I just feel like every single weekend has been busy. Like all of December, even into January, we've been busy.
Even this weekend, we were busy.
Yeah.
Until, well, luckily we're recording this on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yes.
So we had a day off. So otherwise, like, Saturday and Sunday we were busy too.
Yeah.
So just a lot going on.
I know.
But yeah, we're back. I have a new hat.
Yeah.
You have new bangs.
Yeah.
And a new shirt. And a new coat.
Yes, my sister-in-law gave me this. If you're watching the video version, you can see it. But it's the Princess Half Marathon weekend that we did back in 2020. She bought the coat, but it's like, it runs super small. Like, this is supposed to be an extra large. Yeah. And I'm usually like a small medium, which is like crazy. And the sleeves are tight. So I don't know. Is this a kid size?
Well, that's what, like, our 9-year-old daughter, like, it sort of fits her. Like she could wear it. Like, so that it is a strange. I wonder if it was, like, mislabeled or something.
Yeah, but it must have. I don't know.
But it's a nice, it's sharp.
Yes,
sharp.
It is.
Yeah. So I want one. Well, that's a woman's coat, so not that one. But I do want, like, I don't know, Run Disney something. Like, I don't have any Run Disney stuff. Like, I have, like, the race shirts, but like, I don't. I like a run, like a singlet maybe or something. I don't know. Next time we go for a Run Disney, which will be in November.
Oh yeah, we're gonna try to do the wine and dine races.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Wine and dine?
Wine and dine weekend, yeah.
Hey.
So we're gonna do. I'm gonna do. My sister and I are gonna do the half. I've never done the wine and dine half or any of the wine and dine races, which I hear are the best races. So we'll talk, I'm sure, a lot about that when we get up. But we're also going to do, Kristian's going to try for the 5K, and my daughter, Aubrey, is going to try for the 5K too. She's 9. She'll be 10.
Yeah, she'll be 10 by then.
At the race time. And I'm like debating, like, do I do the 5K too? Do I do the 5K, 10K half? Like...
That's a lot.
Stressful.
Yeah.
Stressful to think about. But anyway, we got a lot of news to catch up on.
Yeah. It's been a while, so we're not going to go, like, super far back on all the news we missed. So we're going to try to stick with more recent news. So, like, I guess the biggest news of this year is that all-day park hopping is back. No more park pass reservations need to be made if you have a dated park ticket. So if you're like a pass holder, you still have to make park pass reservations, but there's like things to it. So there's like good to go days that are coming, and like after 2:00 you don't have to make a park pass if you're a pass holder.
It's still so confusing though. It's like I feel like this is you talking about it right now. Like I'm getting like a headache. Like why can't I just go to the parks? Yeah.
And what's even more annoying is that Disney World and Disneyland aren't on the same page.
No,
so it's like at Disneyland, you still have to make park pass reservations. We're going in June, and I still have to make like park pass reservations for our trip. And like Genie Plus doesn't work the same there, and like it's like why? You're the same company. Like,
I mean, I think there is like they're very different. I think they're very different like clientele. I think that Disneyland is in general like not as busy.
Yeah.
But I think it's also like because Disneyland exists in commercial like a residential area, like people live there, so like if you live in that area, you just feel like you treat Disneyland the same way you might treat like the museum. You're like, oh, it's the weekend, what do you want to do? Like, I don't know, let's go to Disneyland. Like not as many people are doing that like in the Orlando area. Like they're going and planning a vacation where they're staying. It's not as, I mean, there are people that live out there, but it's not like Disneyland is like right in the middle of like the city.
Yeah,
people are just there.
True. But
I still think like I'm worried about our trip to Disneyland. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how any of it works, and I feel like I'm too afraid to ask.
Well, it's gonna be fun to learn. Sure. And then also back at Disney World are the Disney dining plans are finally back. I know that's a guest favorite. Everybody loves those dining plans. Seems like they upgraded them a little bit. Like
What do you mean?
You're
Would
not.
you get less?
I think you get less. I don't know I don't know about the prices. I haven't really compared like the old dining plans to the new ones, but so they have 2 different plans. They have the Disney dining plan, which includes a table service, a quick service meal, a snack, and your resort refillable mug. I think before you used to get 2 snacks, and I think that's why.
A day?
Yeah, and I think that's why like at the end of our trip we had so many snack credits.
Snacks.
Yeah, and then on the quick service, they have a quick service dining plan, which includes 2 quick service meals, a snack, and the resort refillable mug. So that's that.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that in November when we go. We're
Yeah.
gonna try for the dining plan and kind of test it out and see. We did it once before,
Right?
Before it went away, and yeah, as you said, like I felt like I've never eaten that much food in my life.
Yeah.
Like I was full all the time, and I was
Yeah.
like so happy to not. Whenever we were just not eating, I was like, oh my god, like
Right.
I hadn't felt hunger
Yeah.
in like a week, and
And
then we ended up coming home with the bag of
we had like a huge
Rice
bag
Krispies
of
treats.
snacks. Yeah, we ate through those in
You
a
could
week
not,
though.
you
But
could not eat that much. Like,
Yeah.
like there was no way. So, but it was
and we had the lesser plan. Our family had
Right.
the higher plan, which included like 2 table service meals
yeah.
and like 2 snacks and the mug or whatever. And I'm like, I can't have 2 table service meals in one day.
Well, I don't want to waste that much time.
And that too.
But it'll be interesting. I mean, it was nice to have the dining plan. I liked not having to think about it, like just
Budgeting out.
not having to
food
budget and figure
yeah.
out how much it's going to cost. Like you can just go.
Right.
But it'll be interesting to see like compare and contrast when
Yeah.
we go in November, like how it is now.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So there's still at Disney World, there's 2 huge deals that were introduced on January 3rd. As a travel agent, all the travel agents were going crazy over this. So there is the stay longer and save more. So if you book a stay between March 25th and October 3rd, you can save up to 35% off rooms. And for some of those deluxe resorts, you're saving like a pretty nice penny on those rooms. But you only have, I think it's until like February 15th you have until to book. And then they have another same deal, but it's like lesser or something and a less booking window.
And we can't do this. Like this isn't any of the dates that we're going.
No, not yet. But Disney World is always releasing special offers. I feel like they always have a special offer throughout the whole year, but they just slowly release them. We might see something in a couple of months for like, late fall and winter.
Because you got to stay extra days. Is that because I was like, oh well, in September if we go for anniversary again, like, but it sounds like it's not like just for a weekend. It's not gonna.
Yeah, I mean you'll still save some, but not as much, a high percentage.
Okay.
And then for Disney Plus subscribers for July and August, if you book a stay, I think it's like a minimum of 4-day park hopper tickets and a 4-night stay, you get a free dining plan.
Wow.
Which is like a huge savings. Like imagine like you get free food, like basically for your whole stay.
It's interesting the way they keep like integrating Disney Plus stuff in this way, because I think also I read something that they're gonna be piloting a new thing where you can actually go to like the Shop Disney app directly inside the Disney Plus app and like buy things that you see on
weird.
it's they're really working hard to like integrate this. All right, so moving off of Disney World, we'll go to Run Disney.
But still in Disney World.
Still in Disney World. But Run Disney did the first, had their marathon weekend, so 2024. And there was controversy as the Disney World half marathon was cut short.
Yeah, that's so disappointing for them.
Yeah, they cut it to 7.1 miles, I believe, which is, half is 13.1, so you're losing like half, you lost like almost
you did
half
of
the
a
race.
half marathon.
Yeah, and,
Aww.
It was due to lightning in the area.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of questions about like, was that the best way to go? Like, I mean, they actually I think in 2017 they canceled it altogether.
Oh,
They
really?
didn't even have it.
Oh, wow.
and it's hard. Like, you know, people wanted, like, can I defer to another race? But you can't. Do I get any money back? Like, I only got to run half the half. No, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, for those people that are doing the dopey, for anybody that doesn't know what the dopey is, it's when you run the 5K, 10K, half, and marathon all in one weekend, and you get to, like, I think it's like 48 miles in the weekend. You know, did I really do a dopey marathon? Did I really do it? Because I didn't do those, you know, miss those 6 miles. So I know a lot of people, you know, they were like in the parking lot of like the French Quarter, just running laps in the pouring rain. There was like 250 people.
Oh my gosh.
That were trying to, you know, get the miles in. So that's sad though. I mean, you work so hard, you do so much training, go on an entire vacation just for this. Just and if you're just doing the half, like, that's sad. I don't know that Disney, it's not their fault. I mean, this happens with races all the time. It's just Florida's unpredictable. The weather is, those thunderstorms pop up. And there's really not much you can do about it. And I think, you know, some people were saying, well, you know, can't I just run it? Who cares? Like, I signed a waiver, but I think there's a lot of volunteers out there on the course that are sitting there that didn't sign a waiver. Like, they're not getting paid. They're just out there handing out waters and things like that. So, I don't know. Either way, I wasn't going, so it didn't affect me, but I would have been very upset if that happened.
I feel bad for all those people that it did affect. You know, it really stinks. You know, you did all that planning, all that training, like you said, and
you didn't even get to go to Magic Kingdom. You didn't get to. A lot of people do the half because you get to do the castle.
I know. And it's so magical.
Yeah,
and they just missed out on
just extra Epcot, just running in the parking lot and the highways around Epcot instead. So sad. So let's go to the seas.
Yes.
The
Now,
high
Disney
seas.
Cruise news. We have they introduced a first look at the Tale of Moana, which will be the Broadway style show on the Disney Treasure, which is debuting. We figured out is December 2024. So that's their first sailing is in December 2024, and they're gonna have a Moana Broadway style show.
I want to go so bad.
Yeah. So each Disney cruise ship kind of has like their own Broadway style show. Like we saw Little Mermaid on The Wish. We saw
Beauty and the Beast on the Dream.
Beauty and the Beast on the Dream, which was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved that.
It was like in the style of the live action Beauty and the Beast. Like it had a lot of the elements from that like brought into it. That was great. So that's totally like when I read that originally, I was like, oh, is it coming to the parks? So I was like, where are they gonna put it? Like, oh, they're going to Animal Kingdom. How could? But no, you gotta get on the Treasure.
Yeah.
But we also had some news around Disney Plus shows. Echo from Marvel debuted last week, and all 5 episodes came out at once. Disney does not generally do that. The rumor is that it was a really bad show, and that
I thought we had talked about this before, where it was like originally a bad show and they scrapped it or something, or they kind of had to rework it. I guess it still turned out bad.
Yeah, I mean that's the rumor is that's the reason they released it all at once, because it just came out really bad and they decided to just completely just kind of release it and forget about it. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. My sister did. She said it was terrible. She watched the whole thing yesterday or the day before. So
it kind of looked good. So
it kind of looked good because then I saw the trailer and I was like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like I'm back in on this. Yeah. So we'll give it a shot and we'll talk a little bit about it. We also had the Golden Globes, which Disney was nominated for several. Wish was nominated for Best Animated Film.
Oh, really? Did they lose?
It did lose. Yeah. Actually, I wonder if... do some Googling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so nominated for Best Motion Picture Animated, both Elemental and Wish were both nominated. And neither one. It was The Boy and the Heron, which is a Studio Ghibli film, won. Also beating out Across the Spider-Verse, which amazing movie, and the Super Mario Brothers movie, which made $1 bajillion. Yeah. So, but
That's crazy that movie made like $1 bajillion, but like nobody really talks about it.
No, not really.
I feel like
it was weird. It was a weird movie.
Yeah.
It was like strangely serious for what it was. I felt like it was taking itself really seriously, and I'm like, it's just Mario,
right?
It's just a cartoon. Like I don't know why we, but so I don't know, anything else in like shows, movies that coming out? No Marvel movies will be out all this year. This is the first year.
There's nothing really being released at
Yep.
all this year except for Inside Out 2 this June.
Yeah.
And
Very excited.
I don't
for
know
that.
what the November release. Do we have one in November? Or are they not coming out with something in November? Don't they always come out with something around Thanksgiving?
They do.
Mark's gonna look it up.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah. So right now on slated is Untitled Walt Disney Studios film in November 27th, 2024.
That's weird. There's
Yeah.
like nothing, no news about it. No.
Yeah. No, not even a title.
Yeah. Usually they have something by now.
Yeah, it's strange. I wonder. And any like live action ones coming? Oh, the Snow White is coming out.
Is that this year? I thought they got pushed to 2025. I know it got pushed.
Oh yeah, it got pushed. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's not even coming out either. Mufasa is coming out this year.
Yeah,
that is
one's
one
coming
thing
out.
that is coming out. And Deadpool 3. So those. Well, I mean, it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
it is coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot. It's going to be a little. I wonder, like even Marvel shows. Like I don't think there's any. You're going to have a little bit of a barren wasteland here of TV and movies.
It's going to be a little lull in 2024.
Yeah.
Moving on. Festival of the Arts, also known as Farts, began January.
Who calls it that?
January 12th, and will be running until February 19th. So yeah, I don't know. People call it on.
They do?
On the gram.
They call it farts?
Yes, I saw it a couple times. People calling it farts.
Well, that's
so Festival of the Arts.
Yeah.
Farts.
That's interesting. That's one of the festivals we've never been to. We've been adjacent to it.
Yeah. Actually, I think when we were in Disney for this trip, the Princess Marathon weekend, we were actually in Epcot for Festival of the Arts, but it was just so busy that day that we didn't get to experience really. I think we just went to Epcot, walked around, and then left that day. It was just so chaotic busy because I think it was on the weekend.
It was marathon weekend.
A marathon weekend. So
Princess weekend.
So Festival of the Arts is, one of Epcot's many festivals that we'll be talking about today because that's the topic of our topic of the pod. Is that what we're calling it?
Sure. Okay. Topic of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk festivals, so I guess we'll just might as well
dive right in.
just go.
Yeah.
We have there's 4 festivals that run at Epcot. We've been to 2.5 of them. The first one of the year every year is the Festival of the Arts, which celebrates all different types of mediums of music. They have live performances, art, of course.
Right, art displays everywhere, and
They do a lot of I don't know a ton of it's short. First of all, they always have it very short, and it's never really been like something. I don't know. Like I hear that it's not the greatest festival, so we've never like really made an effort to try to go during it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like it's like mostly like all the other festivals. There's special food booths at the what's the place? American Gardens Theater. They have they're calling it Disney on Broadway concert.
Oh, is that new?
I don't think so. I think it's just part of what they do. A celebration of.
And that's
music.
like where they do like the beat normally, like the beat to the beat,
which is during the Food and Wine Festival, and I forget what they're called, Garden Rocks. I think it's Flower and Garden Festival or something. Yeah, and I think they have a scavenger hunt.
Figment
is your.
Yeah, it comes in like a little easel, like not an easel. What are those things you put your thumb in? And palette.
Oh yeah,
it's a
like
palette,
your
right?
paint palette thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to go around and find Figment all around Epcot.
And then you've got like a craft. Like this year, it looked like it was like a Mickey Mouse or something that you paint.
Yeah.
And then there's also at this festival is like a color hunt where you have to eat like 5 different foods of different colors.
Yeah.
And then once you eat enough of them and you get your stamps, you get like a little cup that says like Festival of the Arts with a little dessert in it.
Oh, fun.
So
yay.
that's
I love those.
Yeah. I melted one in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
They are not dishwasher safe.
No.
They will melt.
Yes.
So don't. Do
They're
that.
very like thin plastic. Like I don't know. It's cute to have.
Yeah. So that's like I don't have a
Yeah.
ton about that one because like, but I know that like
Yeah.
they do like art. They'll put in like art displays. Like there was one in Italy of like Luca that you had taken a picture of, and like there are little hints of like it almost looks like they belong there.
Right. Yeah. Because last year when we went for a marathon weekend in early January, and what was I gonna say?
They were just
early
like getting it set up.
Oh yeah, so they were like in the process of setting up for Festival of the Arts, and they had these like really cool art pieces like on the buildings throughout the World Showcase, and I just happened to see the Luca one in Italy, and I took pictures of it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so pretty. I never noticed this here, and then I found out that it was part of the festival. And it was just a temporary thing, but I wish they left it because it was so cute.
And there was another, didn't we see like, was it in France? Maybe we saw like Gus and Jacques.
Oh, probably.
Like running across like
I forget what the other ones were, but yeah, we ended up finding a bunch of them later and stuff.
Yeah, and we were like stupid. We were like, oh wow, how did we never notice these before?
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's because they weren't there before. That's why we didn't notice them.
Right. And like a lot of times, like whenever we go to Epcot before, it was like we never really like stopped to appreciate anything there really, to like, you know, the architecture, the design, and that trip we tried to slow down a little bit more, and we noticed that, and we were like, oh, we never noticed these before. We thought they were part of, you know, the everyday Epcot, but they weren't.
Yeah, so we're thinking about like trying to book a trip to go, but I think we're gonna skip this festival.
Yeah.
But the next festival is my favorite festival, which is the Flower and Garden Festival. This year it's going to start on February 28th. It's a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Because
they usually are. Usually there's like a 1 or 2 week.
Yep.
In between the festivals.
And this one usually goes a long time.
Yeah.
So we don't have an end date right now, but last year it ended July 5th. So it's like where it goes right up to the 4th of July. So it's like March, April, May, June. I mean, it's like four months of the year. Yeah. And they do a lot. Like, it's so long that they actually, I think last year they did like seasonal. At some of the booths, there was like a spring menu, and then there was a summer menu.
Yeah.
And, you know,
there was one at that booth.
Yeah. Well, winter. It was winter.
Yeah, they had like a winter menu and a spring menu.
Yeah, and then a summer menu.
Yeah.
So this festival is similar to all the festivals have booths all around the World Showcase that have different types of food. A lot of it is like garden inspired.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of like greens and colorful, like vibrant stuff for
so there's all topiaries
and then topiaries as well
that they put all around Epcot. So like they have Winnie the Pooh in the UK, and I think they have did they have Belle in France? They had we saw Tiana. They had over. She was like in between Morocco and France, I think, or the other side of Morocco. But yeah, and they had the
gigantic Encanto
one at the front, you know, and it's just amazing. And they spend some of these displays spend years growing, but yeah, and then it's just a beautiful thing. They have a butterfly garden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
No, it isn't. I loved it.
I got nervous in there.
Yeah. And yeah.
It's just, the topiaries are just, I don't know that I could really describe. You have to see them. You have to go, because like you can say that you've seen these topiaries, but like until you see them in person and how beautiful and amazing and detailed they are, pretty. It's just crazy. And they're all over. But you still, and then we have the Garden Rocks. So they do the Garden Rocks Festival.
Yep.
Or music in the little stadium there. I forget what the stadium's called.
I looked it up, and on the maps, it's American Gardens Theater.
Oh.
That doesn't sound right. I feel like it's called something else.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably what it is. It's in the America Pavilion, and there's that stage that's over by like the lake.
Yeah.
Part. But,
so they have different like musicians that come in. A lot of times they're like kind of older, washed up musicians in some cases that not a lot of people are.
Yeah.
But you got some like really good gems too, like that. If you time it right, you can maybe see a band that you want to see or an artist. So,
yeah, it's one of our favorites. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it. Maybe we'll make it this year. We'll see.
I don't think so, unless you want to stop at Disney World after Disneyland. Just like do a quick stop in Florida on the way to New Jersey.
So the next festival is probably the most famous one. I feel like this one's like everybody's favorite. It's the International Food and Wine Festival, and that usually begins late July. We don't have official dates for this year, but last year it started at the end of July. It usually goes until like early mid-November. Yeah, and that's also when what we talked about earlier, the Wine and Dine Marathon weekend, which is early November, the first weekend of November, which like kind of goes together.
Yeah.
Because they do if you run either the challenge or the half marathon, you get to do a special after party that Sunday.
You only get the tickets if you do the half of the challenge?
Yes.
That's true?
Yeah.
Oh, it's even more exclusive.
But you have to, if your family wants to go,
yeah,
they have to buy tickets.
Right.
Which is, I don't think it's like super, maybe like $80
But I think you can only buy tickets if you have like a family. Like you can't, it's not open to the general public.
Right. So, yeah, so it's like kind of like the Disney After Hours things where it's like, limited tickets and it's only open for certain hours.
That's going to be a long day.
Yeah, it's going to be a very long day. It's going to be naps.
I'm going to need naps.
But yeah, so food and wine, obviously the biggest draw to that is all the food booths and just a lot of eating and drinking around the world. It's one of our favorite things to do is to try all the different foods.
Yep.
That we have some favorites from the Food and Wine Festival that I love to get, like the cheddar bacon soup from Canada, which you can actually get at Les Celliers.
It's a lot cheaper.
But, it's nice getting just like a little bowl and a little pretzel roll.
Like last time we had it, it was about like 106 degrees and we were eating bacon cheddar soup.
I'm like, I don't care. I'll eat it.
Like, out of our minds.
I'm like sitting in the shade. I don't know where you guys walked off, but I'm sitting there like enjoying my little squirrel next to me trying to get
we were looking for Remy.
Oh yes.
In Canada.
So also part of the Food and Wine Festival is like their hide and squeak, which is where you go around the World Showcase looking for the Remy statues and you get the sticker and then at the end you get a prize.
Yeah, he's got different ingredients, so like you'll find him in like an area with like an onion or like with like salt or so they're all different ingredients and then when you do them all. What was the prize last year?
The lunch bag.
The lunch bag, yes.
And then the year before I think we did it as well and it was
a plate?
No, I think cups.
Cups.
I think
we got the cups.
We did it. Like we didn't have the kids with us. I think me and you did it and we brought home for the kids cups. I want to say. I feel like it's always cups. Every single year for those prizes. So it's nice that they're kind of like mixing it up a little bit. Like last year they did the lunch bag. It's a cute little lunch bag and the paint kit for the Festival of the Arts.
Yeah, it's really cool. But I just feel like the Food and Wine Festival has the Eat to the Beat.
Yes,
which is their like concert series, which is the same as the Flower and Garden. You have like different artists that come in for like one day or 1 or 2 days. To perform.
And they have a couple of like big artists, like Boyz II Men's a big draw.
Yep.
So they had Tiffany last year. I think when we were gonna be there or something, but we didn't do that.
Was that a big one?
I mean, I guess like if from like the night, if you like 90s music, I don't know.
It's definitely for like older like millennials.
Yeah,
it seems like there's a lot of like that type of like TLC was there. I think one year.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they were.
Know. Oh, and they had like Joey Fatone and friends or something. It's like who are the friends?
A Backstreet Boy and his friends.
No, he's in NSYNC.
Oh, he's in NSYNC. Oh, is he in NSYNC?
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's like, but I just feel like for the Food and Wine, like I feel like it's just like the Flower and Garden Festival, except you don't get the topiaries. So for me, like, I want,
Yeah.
So that's why but it's great too. Like it's a great time to go as well.
And they also have like a lot of live music too throughout the Food and Wine Festival too. Like in the UK pavilion in the back, they have that stage, the like gazebo stage. That's always fun. They always play like UK music, UK rock music and stuff.
What's that called? It's called something.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like all. No.
You're gonna look it up. Okay.
Look it up. Oh, Command Performance. That's what they're called. Rock Out with Command Performance. That's the name of the band.
Is
As
it?
they
Oh, yeah.
perform the British rock from the 1960s through the 1990s in the United Kingdom gazebo.
Okay.
There you go.
Fine.
Command Performance is the name of the band.
Win. Anyways,
What were we talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was talking about music around. And,
Okay.
like in Morocco, they had like performance when we went in September.
Oh yeah. China, they do, or Japan, they do the drums. They have the drumming ladies.
I think they have those all the time.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, you do love those.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
Those ladies are crazy.
Yeah.
With those drums.
Oh my god, those women are fit.
Yeah, their arms are.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Yeah. So on to the last festival. The last festival is the International Festival of the Holidays, which is usually like end of November and then runs through the end of December,
Yeah.
just for the holidays. And
Yeah.
I don't really know like what. I mean, there's special treats and stuff. Like I don't really know much about this one.
Yeah, this one we don't. They have like special performances and stuff, and then they have the cookie stroll. So
the cookie
you
stroll.
Eat, so instead of like
yes.
eating all the cheeses at the Food and Wine, which we didn't talk about.
Oh, the cheeses.
We never talked about the cheeses.
How did I forget the cheeses?
The cheeses is the best part.
Yes.
But so at Food and Wine Festival, we 5 cheeses.
It's fromage. The meals, fromage, montage.
Yeah. You get a prize, and it's usually like a strawberry cheesecake, delicious little treat at the end.
And then there's one for isn't there one for the Flower and Garden too? Don't you have to get like, it's like, there was like green things, or
yeah, you just talked. Oh no, that was the arts you were talking about. You eat the rainbow basically, and I don't know what the Flower and Garden.
I thought it was like vegan or like vegetarian.
Yeah, you have to eat like eat the garden or something.
Eat the garden,
like something like that.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You get each time you get like a little cup with a little treat in it, basically.
Yeah. You collect stamps, and every time you go to these festivals, go pick up your passport.
Yeah,
and
it's free. I mean, it doesn't like cost you anything other than the thing you were gonna eat anyway.
Right.
So. And it kind of like it's fun because it kind of forces you to try things you might not try. Right. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of the Eat the Garden stuff. Like I probably those wouldn't be my first choice items, but like a lot of them are really good, and I'm only trying them because I need my stamp.
So Festival of the Holidays, that's another one that we have never done. We've never really been at Disney for Christmas time, so
scary. Too busy. So busy.
It's really busy. Some year we will make it, but Festival of the Holidays, they same stuff. They got booths. Santa's there, I think. You can meet Santa, or he puts on like a story performance reading or something, and like
the Voices of Liberty do like Christmas carols, I think
so. And then the big thing is the candlelight processional.
What's that?
It's where they have like a celebrity reader.
What?
At the America Pavilion Theater.
What do they read?
It
was a night before Christmas, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Who was the celebrity?
They have all different celebrities. So like I had a client that went in there when they were at Epcot. It was Jordan Fisher.
Oh.
Who was on Dancing with the Stars, and he does this Wish. Is it Wish?
Song?
Not Wish.
No. Did he do Encanto?
No.
Didn't he do a version of the?
No. What's the fireworks show at Magic Kingdom?
Oh, yes.
What am I'm drawing a blank.
Happily Ever After.
Happily Ever. He sings Happily Ever.
Wishes?
He's the male vocals of Happily Ever After. Yeah. So he was there, and like, they had Brendan Fraser this past year, which was like a pretty big. Like they get some pretty good celebrities. What's his name from Marvel? There,
Oh yeah. Was it I forget his name. He was in Barbie.
Yeah. What's his?
Adair. Something Adair.
What's his?
Kingsley.
What's his superhero?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, yeah. He was there.
Kingsley Ben Air.
Whatever his name is.
Whatever. She's Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So like,
it would be cool to do it. I mean, I'd like to do it once. Holidays are super
and then
busy.
of course it's like all decked out in holiday decorations, which are like the best decorations and all of everywhere. Disney really goes above and beyond in Christmas decorations and holiday decorations, which is my favorite part. I love the decorations.
All right. So what's is Flower and Garden your favorite festival? then, of the ones.
Yeah, I think so. It's a lot of fun, but like I love the topiaries because they're just gorgeous. They're beautiful. The food's okay.
Yeah, food and wine food is better.
But the food and wine, fromage, the fromage montage, I love.
Fromage montage.
And find the hide and squeak are my favorite activities. So I love the activities at the food and wine, but I like the displays and stuff at Flower and Garden.
And the Festival of the Arts is pretty too.
Yeah.
Like that's like the displays, like just the. I mean, they've all got a thing.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
What now? How do we end this?
I don't know. I need to figure that out. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna try to stick to a more regular recording schedule, so we'll try to be back again next week.
Yeah.
Now that holidays are over and COVID is passed through our house, and we're immune for 3 months, I think. So
that's good.
that's something.
Yay. Yay. All right. So thank you guys for listening. If you liked this podcast, if you're watching on YouTube, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And if you're on Spotify, I don't know. I still haven't learned Spotify yet, but I post
it's there.
It's there.
Are people listening?
Is there
on
thumbs
Spotify?
up there? I don't know.
I don't know. I think you subscribe.
Oh,
right?
subscribe. Yeah.
Subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah, subscribe to our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. You're not gonna say bye?
Oh, bye.
Bye.